Alright, welcome. Those of you that are on the psych field trip, we wanted to include you a little bit in our lesson today. We're talking about phase shift. So, in order to figure out where we start and stop, we need to start by setting up what our period normally is. Our period is normally from 0 to 2 pi. So theta moves from 0 to 2 pi in a normal sine function without a phase shift. But our function has this going on. So we want to start from 0 to 2 pi, but instead put 4 pi plus pi in here. 4 theta plus pi. Okay, so now we need to solve for theta. We are going to do things to get theta all by itself. First step, we want to subtract pi, and we want to subtract it from each place. So if we subtract pi here, we have negative pi. 4 theta, that cancels out. And 2 pi minus pi would just be positive 1 pi. Alright, next step, we want to divide by 4 to get theta by itself. So when we divide by 4 on all pieces, it looks like we go from negative pi over 4 to positive pi over 4. So that means we have had a couple things happen. If we graph from negative, oh, that's really bad, I don't like that, let's try that again. From negative pi over 4 to positive pi over 4, we need to fit our whole one period in that section. Okay, so a couple things have happened. This 4, if we look at it the factor out way, we have 4 theta plus pi. If we want to factor out our b value, in order to factor out a 4 here, I was saying, well, go times 4 over 4. Then you have your 4 to factor out, and then what's left is pi over 4. So this says that our sine function had our period is going to change. We had 2 pi over 4, right? 2 pi over b, and that makes our period pi over 2. If our period is pi over 2, we were definitely compressed, right? Our period is very short, and we had a phase shift. We're going left pi over 4 units. So instead of starting sine here and going like that, we're going to move, and sine is now going to go like that. But we need to go up and down in that whole cycle. But we need to have 5 points. So in order to get all 5 points, we know we're going to start here. There was no amplitude change, so we're really just going up to 1 and down to negative 1. So we're going to go up halfway through. We're going to go there. We're going to go up to 1. We're going to go back to 0. We're going to go down to 1. We're going to go back to 0. This is my curve. But I'm not done until I've labeled these halfway points. Well, how do I label halfway point? What's halfway between 0 and pi over 4? Well, multiply by half. Take pi over 4 and multiply by 1/2. What's half of that? Well, pi over 8. So this would be at pi over 8 units. And if you think about it, logically, this is 0. This would be what? Negative pi over 8. Good, Max. You're famous now. You're going to be on YouTube. Alright, negative pi over 8. So that would be the graph of this function, sine of 4 theta plus pi. Okay, our period was pi over 2. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. Period is pi over 2. Our phase shift, we went pi over 4 units to the left. Right, because when we're on the inside, we're doing the opposite. And that would be our graph. Thank you.